Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Tampo. We took a small break here so people could move across the country, but we are back. My name is HTB Paladin. I'll be your DM of the evening. Let's go around to my lovely player. Let's go with hi, Lucia.
Oh, hi. I'm Lucia. I'm going to be playing your less than friendly neighborhood Lola Gaita, the Black River Barbarian, and I'm excited to be back. I'll pass it over to Latia.
Hi, it me, Latia. I am playing your Mangangayo. I forgot what I was. I've been gone for 2 weeks. It's right here in front of me. My Oh Jesus. I'm tired, y'all. Your Mangangayo Ranger Pilar. And I'm gonna stop saying words now and pass it to CB.
Hey everyone, my name is Omega Jones, also known as the Critical Bard, and I will be playing Manalo, the Umalaga Dragonborn Grave Robber Rogue. And Josh.
Hello, my name is Josh. I moved across the country, and I will be playing Dai, the Gold Gnome Lord Chanter Babaila.
Wonderful. And before we get into our game, I do believe we have some sponsors to mention.
We do. So if the cast can close their eyes, please, and I'll let you know when to open them.
Oh God.
Thank you. Just 1 second.
Mhm.
Just one second, okay? 1 second.
I'm afraid.
You should be. You should be.
Uh-huh.
And
this does not spark joy.
You can open them.
I don't think I want to.
And music can cue whenever. Just let me know, and you can open them now.
What is this nonsense?
You will find out in just a second. 1 second. Okay. Breathe in. Breathe out. Today, as you can see, the oh-so-beloved DJ Butter is not with us. While he shall be missed by many, I see this as an opportunity for the natural world to thrive without the addition of artery-clogging solid oils raining on the parade of folk like me. For I am the vitalized vegan hostess, DJ Q Gumber. Now, today shall be a simple day. Today is about simple breathing exercises. As you inhale, let your life be free of woes and milky substances as inner peace fills your body, as well as the veggie cherries you all have been sent. Don't ask how I attained your addresses, for it is not important. Now, with me. Breathe in and breathe out. Do it with me now. Breathe in, hold it. And as you hold it, this is a reminder that you can get exclusive products from Midpoint Press, such as Humblewood, Heckna, and Griffin Saddlebag, and much more. And out. Once more with feeling. Breathe in, hold it, hold it. As you hold it, you have been all sent an affiliate link, which you can receive 10% off your Hit Point Press purchases in your respective chats. Again, don't ask how we access it. Just use the link. And out. Great. You're doing great. See, being butter-free allows for better breath control. One last time. Breathe in. Hold it. Hold it. I said hold it! And as you hold it, I want to note that we are also friends with Arcane Spectacles as well. Get your dice trays, spell slot trackers, and much more at the link, again, in your respective chats. And we are finished. See? This was great. I urge you, as a personal favor, to petition that DJ Butter's slippery, greasy time be split with, well, me. It was good to see that he was oh so conveniently gone today, him with his allergy to pine nuts, which was in the pesto salad I may or may not have given him as a nice treat. Anyway, this has been your vitalized vegan DJ Q. Copper. Stay green, everyone. That's it.
Say breathe out.
That's it.
Say breathe out.
DJ Cucumber didn't tell everybody to exhale. People are gonna die.
Oh,
It's like Simon says. You can't inhale if he doesn't say so.
Thank you, DJ Cucumber.
That was incredible. I would like to remind everyone also that we are provided the code for an Electrum chest from our friends at Idle Champions. You can find it on the overlay over that direction. That direction on the overlay. Sorry, it just look. I'm a little discombobulated. I'm not in my normal room. All my screens are in the wrong spots. It's fine. Anyways, you can go get an Electrum chest. Check out Idle Champions. It's a cool game. Thanks. We also like to thank RockPunch, who produces this show. Did you know that there's an incredible person from RockPunch running the show right now? So be sure to thank your tech people. Today we've got Big B's hand. Thanks, y'all. RockPunch is great. Love their stuff. Back to you, Paladin.
Thank you again to our sponsors. I got lightheaded. And with all that said and done, it's time for Tampo. All right. Last episode, I had a conversation with Kamatayan the Iron Serpent and subsequently his wife, deceased now for a few years. Who else wants to help with this recap?
Well, I suppose I could try.
Okay. What's something that happened last episode?
Well, I had a conversation with Kamatayan and subsequently his wife, who's been dead for a few years, like you just said. Then that went really well, and nobody was affected by the apparently spirit-stealing incense that I thought was going to murder everybody. Then
We fought some creatures.
yeah, we fought those terrible terribles. You know, they were just so terrible. And they have names that I don't know what they are.
Maranhig?
Yeah,
Terribles.
The terribles, the terrible Maranhigs.
Oh, I did write stuff down. We just didn't do a lot.
So a thing that needs to be mentioned is while Kamatayan and Da'ai have made a deal, a blood pact even, that we have to chase down this thing that did the thing to the festival. That happened. I have 2 boats now, which is very exciting. We're basically in this kind of like midway point between doing the festival and leaving, and now we have to figure out what the heck we're gonna do with some downtime. Yeah.
You all have if you choose to use the Karakoa, you're stuck here for the next day or two while everybody else who is here for the festival leaves. What do you do? How do you spend your time for the next day or two?
Hold on. Because the Bible said there's confusion is happening. So last time, yeah, the festival had started and all that stuff, and we did do stuff, and then we saw the Marine Higgs and we destroyed them as best as we could. We had to go back to the river with them and dunk them in the
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
And we did that. I think that's where we ended.
We ended with slam dunks of undead creatures into running water.
Yes. And Datu Makla Ing was also there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there were other people down the river who were throwing Maranhigs into the water. Yeah, Makla multiple Makla-ings, yes.
Yes, Makla Ing was going for a swim.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, when you have enough words that start with M-A, I'm going to slip up at least once.
And so we have about a day or so of downtime before we head out to, do not tell me to men. Nope. To, don't do it. We know when you write things down and they make sense to you at that point and they don't make sense now. Because Antog wants to go to another place. Not to Manduk. What is it called? What does it start with?
It's
T?
a T.
It's a P or a T?
T.
Yeah, it is a T. Hold on. No. See, the issue is Talanan. I keep wanting to say Talarok. That's why I was like, that's wrong. Okay, yeah. He wants to go to he wants to go to Talanan. And okay, cool. And we got about a day or so where we can do nothing. I did already see Benoit, and he said that my stuff's maybe made out of coconut crab or something. But he also saw something about the armor, and he didn't want it to be a thing. I gotta go get my armor. That's what I gotta do. Okay, sorry.
Yes, you're waiting on armor. Okay, so also the thing that I would have done once we met back up with it, I would have given everybody 100. Like I gave you your 100 gold already, Manalo.
Yes.
I would have given Dai and Gaita also their 100 gold, and from the Datu. And then I probably would have given my father some gold as well because he gave me an extra 200 gold to outfit the boat. So that's the first thing that I've done. This is dish out money.
I did mark that down. Cool.
Your father seems a little confused.
Why?
I just gave you money.
Did you?
Why are you giving me money?
Because I made money?
Did I buy something?
No.
Then why are you giving me money?
Because I love you?
Are you... He's really confused right now. He's like... You can see the gears in his head come to a standstill. Just... I didn't buy anything.
You don't need to buy anything?
So why are you giving me money?
Then give it back.
Here you go. I have plenty of money.
Fine. Bao, do you want 10 gold? Of course you don't, Bao. You're a Carabao.
I mean, you don't know if that's a yes or a no.
I don't. I have elected not to cast Speak with Animals. I'm gonna go make sure my boat is fine for sailing. If anybody wants to come with me.
Sure. I don't know this town.
I assume we're all together. I'm feeling very awkward right now.
Okay. Another thing that my brain isn't wrapping around, so let's just make it a thing. Is this immediately after we dunked the stuff and like Dunkaroos?
Time jump. We took a short rest. We went back
We
to finish our party business.
We took a short rest.
I'm simply asking, for the next day or two, what are you doing?
Gotcha. Okay.
Teeing you up. Just want to know what you're going to be doing
I
for the
am
next
not
day or two.
here. I apologize.
All good. It's all good.
I'm like, what the deuce? Cool. Yeah. Sure. If we're at, I was asking because it was all dependent on time.
Yep.
If Pilar wants a buddy to go on the water with, or to figure out the thing can sail, then we if we're all there, why not? have D8 or D? Yeah. D8.
Yeah, I know it can sail. It's currently floating in the dock.
Okay,
It's
you know it
just-
can sail, but can it sail?
Probably.
But yeah, no, for the foreseeable time until everybody has left enough that I can actually sail the caracal out, I'm going to make sure that it's outfitted with everything that we need, and that it's sailable by the small amount of crew that we have.
Sure. Well, I will say right now that yeah, it is floating, and yes, it will be able to sail it. This is how I show my love to you all.
Thanks.
Listen, I have the sail lyrics in my head right now, and that's how it starts up.
Excellent.
So, the Caraco itself is massive. Typically, to steer the larger versions of these, you have to have just a dozen or so people rowing. Along with a sail. This one, while it is a Caraco, it's not a massively sized one, but it is going to take some finagling. You will need to have at least 2 people rowing in addition to manning a sail. The rowing can be substituted if you are of a magical bent through other means of yours, communicating with the spirit, communicating with the water or the air, but it will require a few people hands-on moving the vessel.
Gotcha. Okay. That being the case, then do I want to hire anybody?
You definitely could.
I could. Yeah, because I'm not gonna make Dai or Gaita row. That's nonsense. I'm not gonna do that. Sure, I'll hire someone.
Okay.
Multiple someone.
Okay. So for this, you'd be hiring skilled labor because you are hiring someone who can sail. Let me get something here. I swear, I can never find this in. Yeah, you will have to pay a fee per day or an expected amount of time in order to have someone be on the boat with you.
Right. And how much would that be?
I will get that for you. It's 2 gold a day.
In what world? Sorry.
This one.
They're skilled.
Okay. They can be killed too. Let me stop.
God, ZV.
That's like an extent that just to get out to sea, like, all right, keep rowing. Are you gonna pay us? Keep rowing. That's a little you can negotiate with people to get a different agreed upon rate. It's just a matter of base cost for skilled labor is 2 gold a day.
Great, that's fine.
That makes sense. I mean,
Sure, yeah, I'll hire 2 people to row.
2 people to row?
but people only. Oh, sorry. I'm over here talking like I'm like negotiating with you. This is your thing. I'll stop.
Have this voice in Pilar's head that is like, girl, if you don't.
Oh no, I'm Bow Bow right now. I don't think this is a good idea.
That's not what a carabao sounds like.
Does it sound like that?
Oh no, I actually remember I did look up how a carabao sounds. It's I hope Web Caption has fun with that sound.
Oh my God. No,
You
I'll hire 3 people. 2 to row, 1 to man the sail.
Okay. The 3 people you hire, and please write this down.
Okay.
The 3 people you hire, their names are Namayan,
Okay.
Amurao,
Hold on. Okay.
and Dahan.
I don't like that. It's too similar to mine. Fire
was
him,
just
hire
about to
someone
say
else.
Who don't you like?
Dahan.
Too close.
Too close?
You said
it's fine.
Namayan,
It's fine.
Amaral, and Dahan?
Yeah, let me...
Let's see how close I was not. Whoa! I was actually very close. Let's go.
He's improving!
And I got him right.
I got Amaral very wrong.
For the vessel, you will have to supply it with, foods to either just to eat or to prepare over a journey.
Luckily, we have I would call you a Nana, and that's not what it's called.
A Lola.
A Lola. Luckily, we have a Lola with us.
You will need to have enough for the four of you, plus a carabao if you take it with you, plus your 3 people working with you.
Am I taking Bow Bow?
I don't know. It's been brought up before in the joking manner. I'm just going to say, if you want to bring a carabao with you, carabao's got to eat.
You're right.
You have a sizable vessel to bring along the carabao and 3 more people and still be kind of comfortable.
Yeah.
You'll have to get sleeping arrangements, and you're still going to have space left over. You'll have to figure out what you want to do with that extra space, if anything at all.
Cool. Wow, this is very overwhelming.
Well, I'll leave you to think.
Thanks.
Gaita, what are you going to do for the next day or two?
Okay. I have... I thought I had 3 things I wanted to do, but I forgot what the third one is. So I'll start with the 2. On the ship, is there a bed that is big enough for Manalo to sleep in comfortably?
The beds that were here were just hammocks, and one of them had to fit that massive person who was a Malakat.
Okay.
So that one is large enough to comfortably hold Manalo.
Okay, well then in that case, I will wash the hammocks because I think it's gross that we're gonna sleep in them afterward.
You could also buy new hammocks.
I mean, if they're already there.
Okay.
I remember what the third thing was. I would like to find a just like an area where nobody's really around, like a 30 to 60 foot radius at least. And I would like to light one of the incense just to see what it does for me.
Okay.
Just one.
Just one incense.
Well, I'm assuming they're cones, so that's what I'm saying.
1 unit of incense. Yes,
yeah,
Paladin.
or like a spoon. I don't know, a spoonful.
They're in a loose sachet. You open it up. There's just loose powder in there, and you want to light one of those up.
Yeah, just like a little bit of it. See what it does.
Okay. You light it, and it starts to fill the air with this very pleasant scent.
Mm-hmm.
And you breathe it in, and as you do so, you get this sense of hatred just overwhelm you.
Okay.
It's repulsive. It's like hearing someone is being mean to your kid. It's reprehensible to you.
Okay.
You don't feel any different, but you do have this overwhelming hatred boiling inside you.
Okay. But nothing else.
Nothing else.
Okay.
Please mark this down for later.
Okay.
The next time you rage, your next hit will deal an additional 10 points of damage.
Okay. Great. Okay. And then lastly, I'll go talk to my son.
Okay. In the next day or two, your son spends a lot of time just meeting people, saying hello to people, talking to people who have come to talk with the Bylons, people who have a vested interest in how the spirits are doing, and people who have a very heavy interest in, are we going to war or is it a good trade season again? People of import. But in amidst that, he does manage to find some time just to spend with you. The next time you're able to find him with some time is the following day, just alone, kind of near the outskirts of town, in this kind of area where a bunch of people will be preparing fish, but they're currently fishing in a different part of the water.
Okay. I'll sit down next to him. So you're training to become a Babylon then?
Yeah. It's really hard, honestly, but I'm getting the hang of it.
That's good. I'm glad you're pursuing something.
It feels right.
That's good.
I tried. I tried learning a bunch of different things, trying to fight at one point, trying to be like Dad, but I don't know. I wasn't gonna be like him, I realized, and I wasn't gonna be like you either.
Well, if something works for you, then it is good to pursue it.
Mom, I was hearing from some people about you.
Yes.
Are you okay?
To be quite honest with you, it is very different not having anyone at home. And I miss your father a great deal. Your mentor, Dallas, she confronted me about what I was doing, about the path I chose. And I don't want you to think that I'm keeping secrets from you. I was alone in that house. I missed your father, and I missed you and your sister. I just want you to understand that every step I took, I did it because I'm doing everything I can to keep this family together.
He's quiet for a moment, looking down at his hands. He's fumbling with them, trying to figure something out. It's a habit he picked up when he was younger. Whenever he would try and figure out something, whenever he was stuck on something, he'd go quiet. A lot of people thought that he was just trying to not be present or not think about it, but you know your boy. You know he's trying to work something out in his head. He looks back at you. I can understand that you're trying to keep us together, but do you think Dad's trying to keep everybody apart?
I don't know. We're both getting older, and I think a part of him, when he retired, he didn't really want to give it up. I don't know if he's trying to keep us apart. I think he's just trying to figure out who he is now that there's no one in the house other than me. And he's never really had an issue with us being separate.
I know. I remember he kept on doing it while we were growing up, and then he stopped. But Soliari is a lot like him, and I really, really, really miss my family, and it feels like Dad, without meaning to, pushed us all away.
You have every right to feel that way. I think at times he wanted so badly to be the hero, he didn't realize he could have been doing that work at home. When I find him, I'll bring him here, and we'll all be here for your baby, and for you, and your wife. You're building your own home here, and he should realize that that's more important.
I'm really sorry, Mom.
Don't be sorry. You've grown up so much, and you're doing good. There's nothing to be sorry for.
He goes quiet, going back to fidgeting with his hands. He scoots a little closer to you and puts his arm around your shoulder.
Sort of pat his arm. Do you think it's going to be a boy or a girl? Are you excited?
Oh, God, I've been nervous since we found out. I haven't even thought about that. Oh. Oh, no.
Don't worry. You'll be ready.
Oh. You see just this wave of realization wash over him. And you can tell he's actually just like trying not to just scream right now. He's weighing in his mind of if it's a boy, it's a yada yada yada. Well, but if it's a girl, it's a da 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 da. In his head, you can tell that's going on in his head. This mental tic tac toe that he's somehow losing against himself with. Like there's no draw. He's just losing in any scenario. It's honestly impressive how much he's just antagonizing himself in his own mind right now, just trying to figure this out.
You know, when you were growing up, you were always so good at things that neither me or your father were ever good at. You were smart and intelligent in a different way than him or I, and sensitive. I always admired that about you. when the time comes and you meet your child, you will know. And perhaps up until then, you don't need to. They're always putting together puzzles, and perhaps this is your last piece until you can step back and look at the whole picture. And that girl will keep you in check, I'm sure of it.
Yeah. I don't mention it, but she's strong.
I had a sense of it.
Like, she would arm wrestle Makli Ying and win. I know she's gonna be okay. I'm gonna try and keep my head about me. Love you.
I love you too. And I'll make this right. Yes.
How do you I like the blue on your microphone, just tap blue. How do you spend the next day or two?
I imagine it's split a couple of different ways. I think especially after the festival, I is trying to make himself available to help with continuing like ceremonial things that might be taking place, whatever that looks like. If he needs to have a hand, just sixth man present in case they need anybody. But really more his main focus, I think, would be like those kind of like fatherly tasks that like a dad does when they're visiting from out of town. Like he'll be asking like, do I need to like fix a door handle that's loose, or do I need to like do any like basic repairs around the place? And just generally be trying to find ways to help, because that's more or less like how he shows love.
Okay. In the next day or so, there's a lot of people who, well, most people were not harmed at all. Many of them got away. There are a lot of people who were panicked by the appearance of the Moranhiks. And Dalasai and Makli Ing spend a lot of their time trying to figure out what's going on and trying to get people to be at ease now that they're gone.
If there's a way that I can assist with that, I certainly will.
You go along with sometimes Makli Ing, sometimes Dalasai, to different people's homes who were directly close to where the Moranhiks were. It's a lot of houses. It's a lot of people. But Dalasai always seems a little more calmer with you around. A little more at ease with her mentor around. Makli Ing, for his part, he knows who to talk to and who he's best suited to talk to, so it doesn't really change his demeanor whether you're here or there, you surmise. But with Dalasai, she's able to speak more intuitively to people.
I let Dalasai take point on pretty much all the conversations. I'm just there, but happy to be there.
Mm-hmm. You're walking away from what you assume to be one of the last houses for the day, when Dalasai mentally and physically just exhales. You're old. I would have thought you would have stopped moving around at your age.
That's not news to anybody, but I've got a few years left. Should try to use them somewhat helpfully.
Well, sure, but I remember when you were, still old, when you were younger, but still old.
Yes,
You
when I
moved to-
was old when you were young, and now you're grown up, and I'm still old.
Yes, it's unfair. I got taller. I got larger. I went through a family. You look the same, but as if someone ran some gray through your hair. It's kind of unfair.
I will point at a wrinkle on my face. You forgot that.
You know what I mean.
I suppose so. I understand. It is both a blessing and also, frankly, a weight to bear sometimes, to see those that you cherish most age and die before you've even lived half your life. I think it's important, for me in particular, to carry the memories of those that have passed on.
I always thought as you saw more of the cycle before you go beyond, when you go join the afterlife, you saw more of the full scope of things.
Maybe.
I'm going to live a lot longer than other people because of my dealings, and so will you. But
Yes.
I'm not going to see anywhere near the same amount of time that you are or have.
It's a privilege, but it's a heavy privilege.
I'm glad they're making use of it, at least. It'd be a shame if you kept on rotting away in some hut by the sea.
Well, it's a nice hut, but
I remember that hut. It wasn't so nice.
it was home, though.
Yeah, but you're bad at cleaning.
Well, that's fair.
Like you weren't home. You never stayed home a lot. I remember it was a disaster. Salt in the front door.
Mara and I had very clear roles and responsibilities, and she
Yes,
did
and
the cleaning.
She was
because I
busy
could
too.
not.
Don't say that she found more time than you.
She never let me really do too much cleaning because I didn't do a very good job of it.
I remember. Do you know how awkward it is to be in the same room as your mentor, while he's being just handled and told to stop?
I frankly thought of it as a comedy routine, but sure.
Sure, but I wasn't. I was the only audience member, and I wasn't laughing.
Your loss, I suppose.
No, it's just awkward.
Welcome to me.
I miss it.
So do I. But sometimes having something to miss is worthwhile.
She lifts up one arm of her robe and grabs the hem and just kind of taps you with it. Will you stop that? I'm not your student anymore. I'm your peer. That's the word people like to use. You're my peer. You're not my mentor. You're my peer. We have 3 families have said how your peer, it has a calming influence. How does that feel? I'm your peer now.
Look, we're all peers to some extent, but even peers can teach one another. I learned a great deal from my friend Talarock. You remember Talarock, right?
Yes, I remember Talrock and his very, very watchful Abayon. Yes, I very, very watchful.
Yeah, well, anyways, he's taught me a lot, especially in probably the last 10 years or so. We've been getting together more. It's helpful to have people that you can trust, who you can have share life lessons.
Sure. I remember that otter kept on staring at Nola for hours on end.
Well, look, no one was. You just can't tell her what to do.
I know. It's just it's a bit unnerving sometimes. It just watches you.
Just don't make eye contact.
I didn't. It did. You ever like move your eyes across a room where everybody's just talking and there's just someone looking at you?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. That was the other sometimes. It always surprised me.
That's fair. You probably experience it more. I mean, with how short I am, half the time I look around and I'm just staring at people's knees.
I mean, yes, but don't bring it up.
Okay, that's fine.
What else do you do for the day or two?
I'll definitely, assist Pilar with getting things together for the boat. While I am not an experienced sailor, I like to think that my curmudgeonly old ways might be helpful in preparing for a long voyage. I'll think of the things that, the young folks might not think of as, oh, we need to bring a third roll of toilet paper, that type of stuff.
Fair. You've got a lot of space to yourself. What are you going to do with it?
I don't know. Probably sit around. Might take a nap.
Fair. I know some people made like little shrines on their boats. Could be something.
It's not a bad idea.
Manalo.
He ain't here right now.
Understood. Moving on. What do you do for the next day or two?
Well, he daydreams that he meets a certain Babylon and their otter while he's, there, not while he's gone getting food. But other than that, he chill. He is honestly, he's kind of like a puppy in a weird way. That he kind of just like you might see him kind of like by himself, like in like a grassy area, just kind of just like there. And then at other times he might be next to Pilar. And then another time he's just by the docks, just his feet's in the water. Like he's kind of just like kind of floating around. But he definitely goes back to Benoit more than anything. Oop. Fix that real quick. There you go. He goes back to Benoit after a he said a day, it'd be about a day or so. So he goes back to Benoit to get to get his armor.
Okay. Heading to Benoit is about midday when you arrive there. And you find you hear ahead of time that he's still hammering away at his forge, working on something. You smell this. You smell not iron, but this coppery scent in the air.
Excuse me, I do not mean to intrude.
No, come on in. Come on in.
What are you doing? That is a very particular smell.
As someone wanted something made out of copper, it happens every now and then. It's money, you know.
I I do not know, but I guess I know now. I came back to see about the armor. You told me to wait for a bit and come back in a little bit of
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Um, I I don't know how to phrase this to really emphasize it, so I'll just say it. There's pieces of crab chitin in your armor. Crab shell. That's what your studs are made out of.
Okay, that sounds like a durable material. I don't think that would be a bad thing.
Well, most crab shell breaks. It's resilient, it's sturdy. I broke 2 hammers trying to figure out what it was made out of. 2 hammers.
So it must have been an ancient crab that has a fortified shell. I think that sounds.
Sure, but it would have to be fuck all old.
Do you think this is unnatural?
I think whatever this is from, I would probably remember whatever took the pieces in the first place. This is very sturdy thing. I could sharpen this and you would have spikes on your armor. And it would retain all durability. It's unnaturally strong.
How long would sharpening it take? I do believe we will be leaving very soon.
Oh, sharpening it like this, it'd take me a week at least. It's hard materials. I could teach you how to do it maybe. And then you could do it yourself over time if you have the time.
You know that he is giving off an aura of confusion more than anything. Um, I do not have the ability to do armor working. He would see that there is hanging out of his like little bag that he has like a something you would see in a jeweler's kit, just kind of hanging out. And you see that I don't understand that, but I don't know if I have the ability to learn such a thing.
Why not? It's just working with your hands.
It takes more than time. I feel it probably takes precision and passion and a certain understanding that even though I am very much able to do many things, some things I think I would. I guess I am just doubting myself, is all.
I mean, doubt is natural with anything new, but I mean, anybody can learn how to do it.
Well, we do not leave for a bit of time, not an entire week, but
I can teach you the basics.
I would. If you think having spiky armor will be useful, putting to work the materials that are already there, then why not?
I would say it's useful if something is trying to eat you or grab you.
I tend to not get too close to things, and if I do get close, I tend to slip away.
Okay. Well, in that case, I don't think you really need to learn how to sharpen it. But it's always an option if you want to later on. It's a very odd material.
I could tell that when you looked it over before, it seemed like there was more you wanted to say, and yet you didn't say it. I did not pry, but I am curious. I don't. I do not understand why a crab would produce the wailing that a certain Babylon produced when they looked it over magically.
So they were. I learned this a while ago. Um, things that have shells like shrimp or crabs, they as long as they're alive, they'll keep growing, and they'll keep uh, having to shed and grow new shells. Um, and the larger it gets, the stronger the shell gets. Some things are crushed by the things they attach to themselves, and they get trapped in their shells. Whatever this shell is from, it's had a lot of time to grow. You see, he picks up a piece of the crab shell they showed you the other day. Run your hands over this. There are little bumps on the edges there, little tiny nodules, little tiny bumps. Whatever thing this armor is, whatever went into this armor, those large studs, those are the bumps from whatever shell it's from. Whatever you've got here, it came from something old.
Perhaps when I go to Talanon, I could get more answers.
Maybe they have a lot of. You see a kind of annoyance appear in his voice. A lot of knowing people there.
And they will have different information. Yours is quite useful, but if I gather multiple types of information, I could come to a conclusion that would make sense to my brain.
Yes, that's how learning works.
But whatever this thing was, it was big, perhaps really big, and I don't know what that means. I don't remember having this armor. I don't know if I had it before or if it was a new thing. So I unfortunately do not have the memory of what once was. I have to learn this on my own, or I guess just relearn, technically.
I mean,
You have been a great help, though. I do appreciate you.
I appreciate you as well. I'm sorry I couldn't be more helpful.
I think you have been quite helpful. I think if Ulan didn't send me here to you with their own curiosities, we wouldn't have figured this much out. And obviously, Ulan is very curious himself about who I was or what I was, and seems to believe this armor has some kind of clue, or at least can show me the path to remembrance.
I mean, in addition, it's going to keep you safe.
Well, you kind of see those black veins begin to pulse. Whatever reason have come back, that has kept me quite safe so far. Perhaps this armor is just extra protection, extra security.
When you do find out, I would like to know too.
I do not currently have a way to contact you across the water, but I do have 3 individuals who seem quite capable in different ways. Perhaps they have a means of communication that I do not.
I'd bank on that Bob Island you travel with knowing.
I do not know. They seem very useful.
The Benoit extends his hand out to you, going to shake your hand.
And he'll shake it in return. And actually, he'll shake it, and as he removes the hand, if he does before or something, there'll be 10 gold that he gives.
Are you sure?
I do not know the true value of coins, but this is a good number, so here you go.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
You have been a very good help to me and my friends. Are we friends? I don't know. But you have been a way for me to remember, and I do not believe that has a monetary value. Not one that I could think of, at least. I think I said that wrong. I think it is priceless, not that it does not have a price. That would denote that you are worth 0, not infinity. I believe I am talking a lot at this moment, so I will go find Pilar. I believe they wanted to go and see about the boat. By the way, you mentioned 4 anchors, correct?
Yes, 4.
We only attained 3.
No one's able to find the 4th one. So it might be in use by someone.
But it was not in use by the one we thought it would be in use by. That's just a curiosity.
So
I
guess
don't like him. I plan on killing him if I see him.
I guess if you see someone using that particular anchor, do you know that they're associated with the thieves?
That is good to note. Well, thank you. I will go now. Hopefully your copper product will suffice. I am sure it will.
Thank you. It's a lot to go through, but I'll get through it.
I'm sure you will.
Let me know if you need anything made for your boats.
I am not a boat individual. I have one, but I don't technically know how to use it. I will ask Pilar, and if we need to return for materials, I am sure we will come back very soon.
I'll be here. The idea of Manalo knowing how to use a boat, it just has the image in my head of like Manalo just sitting in a single rowboat, just waiting as the seas carry him out.
No, y'all need to understand. I think he woke up and was just like, help, it's again. And just, just kind of just letting the waves take him. I do not think he rowed this boat to at least he didn't row it to Manduk. He did eventually row it to here, but
just him sitting upright in a boat, just where am I?
What? Yep, very much so.
And
That's a
being
bird.
like crocodile-esque, it's even better because crocodiles swim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Pilar, what do you want to do with the boat?
I want to make sure that there are hammocks enough for everybody, or at least like sleeping arrangements enough for everybody.
You know that Gaeta has been cleaning out stuff. You know that you have 3 hammocks.
Mm-hmm.
And you will need at least 4 more.
Okay, so I make sure that there are 7 hammocks, 8 hammocks just in case. 8 is a nice even number. 8 hammocks.
8 hammocks.
Yes.
So many hammocks.
So many hammocks. Just
So many hammocks.
all the hammocks. I make sure that we are well stocked. How far is it to Tolunan from here in days?
It's going to really depend on how well you can sail and what the weather's like. You can expect to get there in about a week's time.
Okay, then I'll have enough food for 2 weeks.
Okay. You are able as well to fish at sea.
You right. Week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we have dry rations for 2 weeks and we fish, then
You're
we
right.
have
Two-
3
2
weeks
weeks.
worth of food.
2 weeks. 2 weeks of food.
The other thing you'll have to keep in mind is drinking water.
Yes.
You'll need to have a supply of fresh water in order to drink.
Yes. No, we're guzzling salt water the whole way. Just so much.
Listen, I can't mechanically stop you. I can only mechanically punish you.
No. So 8 hammocks, 2 weeks of food, a butt ton of drinking water. That's the quantity, a butt ton.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not bringing Bao Bao.
You're not?
I'm not bringing Bao Bao.
Why not?
Because I want Bao Bao to live a long and happy life.
Are you saying that Bao Bao couldn't have that if Bao Bao went with you all?
I'm saying that, I don't know, a Tiburon could jump onto my Caracoa and eat Bao Bao. I just don't want that sort of extreme accident to happen to my beloved Carabao.
Okay. Your Carabao who is following you around town.
Oh, Bao Bao. Shit. Okay, I'll cast Speak with Animals then. Hey, Bao Bao.
Bao Bao just kind of looking about.
Bao Bao. Hi.
Yes?
Okay. That's what I meant, Mac. Geez. Do you want to go on a boat ride?
Where are we going?
You don't know what Tolunan is, do you? A new place.
It's like this place?
Similar?
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, it's not exactly like this place, but there are people and there are buildings and there might be other Carabao.
No. What does that word mean?
Which word?
Similar.
Oh, like this, but different.
How's it different?
Different people, different buildings, different smells.
Why are the buildings different?
Different people built them.
Why?
Because they don't live here. They
Why?
live there. They live there.
Why?
Because. Do you want to go or not?
Is it better if I do?
You hang out with me.
You're calmer than the other one.
Do you like that better?
Just with Bao Bao's massive shoulders, just.
Oh boy. Okay.
Actually, it couldn't shrug because shrugging requires moving your individual joints, and they need that for movement. So it'd be like just this, just.
Yeah, it just lowers its head. Well, if you like calmer, you can come with me.
Okay. Calm different.
I'm bringing a carabao. No, we have to go find Manalo. I told him I would get him clothes.
Who?
The big, pale Umala god.
The what?
I'll just come on.
Okay.
Jesus. Why? How did I get a companion and I'm not even that kind of ranger?
Oh, Baba doesn't advance.
I know
Baba-
that.
Look, the stakes are high.
Josh,
The Carabao steaks?
CB.
Listen,
I mean, technically, you can buy only, a week and a quarter's worth food,
No,
and then Bao is the rest.
no.
you'll need to
Stop
buy.
it.
You'll need to buy food and water enough for Bao Bao as well.
Yes, I will do that.
I just want you to know I'm in a different game that is dealing with this, eating people, eating things that you don't want eaten. I feel your pain right now, Pilar, but I have to also explain it. Sorry.
Listen. CB has to apply the meta here. Eat your friends.
Don't eat your friends.
Well, do Bao got money? Because then we can eat the rich.
Bao is destitute.
Bao Bao is free of the system.
Money has no meaning to a carabao.
Bao Bao thinks that money looks cool, and that's about it.
Bao Bao sees the exchange of goods and services and goes, huh?
Anyway,
So fine. I'm taking Bao with me.
Okay.
So that's food for 8 and water for 8.
Yes, that is food for 8.
See, this is why.
You get supplies for Bao Bao.
And
Now you have a
Yeah.
lot of space on your ship.
mhm.
You could put things. You can put more storage there. You could try and get a small growing of herbs there. You could try and make a small little equipment station to try and like get a little having a little easier time maintaining and repairing equipment. You got a lot of space to work with. Is there anything particular you want to build there or build inside?
Well, I want a little extra storage. An equipment space sounds nice. I do want a shrine for the making happy of the spirits. And I want to paint it.
You want to paint the boat?
Yeah.
Um.
Wait, it's a big boat. That's going to be more than 2 days.
Yeah. Also, paint it wasn't a huge thing. There are dyes, so you can dye the cloth and
Yeah.
dye some of the wood. But
Okay.
by and large, paint wasn't too big.
Well, you know what? You knew what I meant when I said paint. The Sina Una equivalent of.
You'll also need to have. You'll also need to get a small cooking stove.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. Just because you are going to be dealing with a lot of people, and if you try and fish and eat and just eat fish, just you catch clean from the ocean, you're gonna have a bad time. So you'll need to have not like a whole cooking area, but at least a place to cook.
Mm-hmm.
Along with different cooking utensils and pans and pots. You'll also need to get better sails.
Okay, so then I'll get better sails and have them dyed.
Okay. For the sails, it's going to be 4 gold.
Okay.
4, and then dye them is going to be an extra 5 silver.
Okay.
What do you want? Color do you want to dye them?
Oh, that's a good question. Teal.
Teal, like a very very vivid teal sail
Mhm.
color.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You'll get those eventually. Um, what do you want to put in the boat? Concretely, what does the party want to have in the ship?
All right, now this is a smash cut to the part where we're all together, and I'm like, I have money. We need boat stuff. What do we want?
I will help by providing some food and all of the cooking utensils that we need. Because the thing about when you suddenly come into possession of a home like a boat, there are a lot of hidden costs that sneak up on you. And I want to help you deal with that. So I'll
I feel
help
like
deal with that.
the meta is popping off right now, and many people won't know why, but I'm here for it. Continue.
So I will contribute my own money to help prepare the boat for our inhabitants.
We got to make sure that the places we store the food isn't moldy.
Yes, and that we have an extra place to spare food in case something happens to our original food storage.
So how about this? I will furnish the entire cooking area.
Okay. Now this is also a pimp my boat situation. So what fancy things would y'all like to also have on my boat?
I think we should probably put some racing stripes on there. Some hot rod red, maybe. Some flames. Can you get a spoiler for a boat?
You can make the rudder extra fancy.
This is pre-colonial Filipino inspired.
I've never wanted a nail gun more in my life.
Oh my goodness.
As soon as I figure out how to justify a nail gun in this setting, you're done. You're done, Josh.
No.
Good.
If you want to have like a better kitchen area, you could invest in getting better under the floorboards storage.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I would keep it near in a slightly colder environment.
Okay.
There's no way to icebox this, but it would keep it very close to. It would keep it on like 3, 4, 5 sides near a cold source.
Okay. We'll do that.
You'd also need to get again. They're just small stoves essentially that you can cook with metal pots and pans.
Okay.
You could also get just strung rope to hang different like herbs and vegetables on. You could also get a small little like storage area to grow your own herbs.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to get the extra. God, I feel like I can't believe this is a D&D session, but I can also absolutely believe this is a D&D session. I would like the extra under deck storage for the cooking area, and the better stove, and a place to grow my own herbs.
Okay. You all have hammocks currently, but you can get like actual padded bedding with like hay, with like straw and
yeah.
fur, and so you aren't just kind of like swinging back and forth. Because that can get uncomfortable after a while. You can get an actual on the ground bed.
Oh yeah, upgrades. Let's do it. It's happening.
How many beds do you actually want?
8 of them.
8 beds.
How much is a bed?
One good bed costs about 10 gold.
I don't know what price I'm at so far.
No, you don't.
What price am I at so far, Paladin?
Currently, with the sales, the underdeck storage, the stove, and the herb garden, you're looking at 56.5 gold.
Yeah, all 8 beds.
8 beds. Okay.
Could I possibly assist with like helping build some of this stuff so that we're not paying for all of it out of pocket?
Sure. Do you have any woodworking, any carpentry skills at all?
I do because of my background.
Nice. Cool. Because I was going to say, yeah, you could, but raw strength ain't going to do a whole lot here.
No, I took the carpentry specialty.
Okay.
So if I can like help either, because also I feel like a big enough bed to comfortably fit Manalo might be more expensive. So if I can work on that and then also maybe help with the storage.
I mean, the price is 10 gold just for the materials to set up a bed. It doesn't matter the size of the individual. But working on getting the storage area done, getting the wood treated so that when you're working with the stove, embers and flicks are going to pop out every now and then. Treating the wood's not going to like, oh, I'm cooking fish, and also endangering all of our lives isn't going to happen.
I'm cooking fish and also my boat.
Fun with friends. Stuck in the ocean edition.
If Manalo sees Gaita work, oh no! If Manalo, if Manalo notices that Gaita is like working on something, and they mention the bed and all that stuff. One, he will fork over any money he may need to assist with stuff. Two, he will be like an assistant, even though he doesn't know much. But if they say grab that, he'll grab it. And if they say hit that, he'll probably Eldritch Blast it and then realize you should hit it with the hammer, not an Eldritch Blast.
All right. Time to put up this wall. Going, hey Manalo, can you hit this hammer? Yes.
Boom. Quite literally what would happen. Yeah.
So there are other stuff as well as you can do with improving a ship as well. You can also make it a little bit easier for people to use the sails if it's just the one person manning them.
Each time you say sail.
Look, it happens to me too. We can just power through it, okay?
Both of you.
Look, with my cursed existence, I can't not do it. You can also get reinforcements for the boat itself. In case you find any active combat, reinforcing the boat itself that's not going to be easily damaged. Okay. Your main weaknesses right now are the connecting boats. Either just the one that you have, Pilar, or if you want to attach Manala's boat as well, that one too.
Okay.
You want to reinforce the connecting beams as well as the boat itself.
Okay. I'd like to do that, and basically just anything else that I can do. Like all of this, I'm throwing 300 gold at this boat of my own money.
Okay.
Like make it beautiful and strong and sturdy and comfortable and saleable and efficient.
Okay.
And floatable.
And he would have mentioned Benoit said if you need anything that he can do to help with making it sturdy, we make sure we get to Benoit.
Okay.
Make it beautiful.
Yeah. What else do you want to do with the boat? You got a lot of things you could be doing with this. What would you like to see happen?
Everything I just said.
Yeah. No, I've given track of everything so far.
Okay. I really think Latia personally can't think of anything else.
Manalo would not ask for anything else because he doesn't know what goes on the boat.
So
make sure that you have sufficient storage for everything that we could want. Maybe we could, set aside like a small area that is separate from the rest of the crew in case we need to like have a conversation about serious matters, like a conference room.
A conference room. There are different rooms that I guess were crew rooms.
Currently right now it's all just one big open area. If you want to build walls, it's a different cost.
No, we went upstairs and stuff, and there was like a different room and stuff. I know for a fact we have been in this boat. And
No,
it's
there's no way to go under the deck. It's just that's just storage.
Yeah, it's like you open up a floorboard and there's like a foot and a half of storage. That's all there is.
The big no. There's the big room that we went into to see all of that, and then there's
fight.
And fight, and then there's like the outer part, which is above deck.
So everything was technically above deck. Just the
Yeah.
room is just. I thought we went down.
No.
See, I've been thinking of this like Noah's Ark. Like I've been thinking.
No. Let me give you. I have some example boat art of a different kind of boat. It's called a Balangai. I'll send you a picture of it that someone drew up on how it works in a cross section. I'll link it in. I'll link it in.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I would want to separate the crew from us.
But it's still really big.
Yeah.
It's massive.
The Caracoa is huge.
Yeah, you've got space to work with. You just haven't built up any walls yet.
Right. So yeah.
But it's also just a big open. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I feel like we definitely need walls. I was thinking that like we were like underneath the boat and there's like rooms and stuff. Like this is the Titanic. Like
No.
Okay. Yeah. Let's make that happen. Let's make some
We
walls.
could spend a little time constructing like a bedroom and like a kitchen area with some empty space in between, so whoever is up early can make food without waking everyone else up.
So you want to build some dividing walls for the beds, and you want to make like an actual just separated room by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna play a little bit of The Sims here. We're gonna build the interior of an abode. We'll put some nice furniture in there. It'll be great.
Give me 1 second.
The Sims Sina Una.
Yes. Would you say, Paladin, that when I use the spell Create or Destroy Water, I can determine the temperature of the water?
Oh.
Okay, never mind. I was going to suggest a hot tub, but I'm taking that off.
You just conjure up like room temperature water. Typically, maybe it's a little cold,
But you still can conjure up water and then
heat it up.
heat it. Wait, I don't.
We're not putting a hot tub on the Caracoa.
You don't want a hot tub on your boat?
No.
I feel like you're already risking it with the stove as much as you are.
Okay. Sorry, I got.
No, go ahead.
The biggest thing that I feel like, if to get back into character, the biggest thing is at this current moment, we all have said we're going to Talonan, but we have all not said we're staying together, and it feels like this boat is becoming like a base of operations for a group that isn't necessarily a group. And I think that's why Manalo is just like, we can build whatever, but we just need to get to Talonan.
Oh, did I forget to tell you that I talked to Kamatayan and they were like, hey, you should go find the person and kill them who took the anchor and like did the damage to the island. And I was like, okay, sure. And they were like, bring your friends because you can't do it alone. And I was like, okay, sure. Did I forget to mention that?
I think the general consensus is that we were going to go find them and then kill them. But after that,
You didn't tell us that though.
Oh, well, we did that. We agreed to that. I agreed to that I would bring you if you're willing.
I think I was willing already, but not necessarily because of the group. I am very fond of the three of you. I do not want this to sound like I do not like you. However, I believe once we have dispatched of the individual who decided to use a spell on me and do many other heinous things, then we will go our separate ways.
Oh, that's fine. I'm just
That's okay.
helping Pilar make a very nice boat because what else am I going to do with all of this money? I'm retired.
Do you want a nice boat? We can make it be so. I think I was, how is it said? I believe I was reading into the situation.
Oh, no, there's nothing wrong with us having a nice, comfortable place to be while we're together.
I would agree with that.
Okay, then that's what we're doing.
Okay, then we will go back to doing both things.
Just imagine Manalo has like been carrying something, and then he has this thought, and then he
No,
goes,
Pharrell.
goes back to carrying.
Saying yes. So why are we doing this?
Someone goes, that was glass.
Not my breakables.
This is a lot of dice, and that was.
I
loud.
heard the thump. That was a thump. That wasn't a thud.
All right.
Just
All
got
right.
a news notification. There was an earthquake reported in St. Louis.
But
Are we giving
back
out
on
my
topic.
information?
Yeah.
Back on topic.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to do on the boat? Thankfully, materials and stuff are easy to apply. Only going to take a lot of time is improving the hulls and the struts, but that's doable within the next day or two because the build materials here are light and easier to work with.
I'm gonna say no because I feel like actually in game people keep asking me what I want to do, and people are just offering things, and I keep saying yes. So eventually, I have to say no at some point because I'm getting overwhelmed. That point is now.
Cool. I will also ask one more question. Do you want any weaponry attached to the boat?
I want to find exactly two Beniznius, and we will attach them to the boat.
I think we should get weapons on the boat.
I think we should. Yeah.
This is Josh speaking. Josh
Let's-
thinks we should have weapons on the boat.
Let's put
We
weapons
should
on.
have, what are they called? What are the things called that?
Lantakas.
Lantakas?
Yes, the Lentakas that I never got to fire last season.
We can get those from Benoit for sure.
Let's
Yes.
get some Lantakas.
Lantakas.
Lantakas, they cost 100 gold per.
Who is footing the bill for these Lantakas?
I will-
What are we at? Before Lantakas, what are we at, Paladin?
I will post up your current total in the Zoom chat.
Okay. That is
I'll-
all of my money.
I will put 100 gold in.
Really? That's it? Okay, yeah. I'll put 100 gold in too.
Yeah, you got that small discount because you have Gaita working with woodworking tools.
Mm.
Otherwise, it'd be a lot higher.
We have 2 Lantakas.
We have two Lantakas. If we both put down 100.
Okay.
That's two Lantakas.
It's 4 gold per cannonball.
Actually, how much money do I really have? Because we rolled for gold. Oh, I have way more gold. 4 gold per.
Yeah.
Let's get. What do we want? 15? 20?
20 for now? I don't know if we're going to need a lot of cannonballs
Yeah.
immediately.
Let's start with 20, and if we need more cannonballs, we'll get more cannonballs.
Where do you want to mount them?
One on the. Do we want. Okay, on the. Oh. Because the living area is. Is it on the back or is it in the middle? Like what we're building?
The covered section is in the middle of it. So you have space on the back to walk and space in the front to walk.
Okay. Do we want them? Do we want one on front, one on back? Do we want both on the sides? What do we want?
Probably front and back. Maybe like front. Is it possible mount it in a way that you can get like 180 degree?
Oh yeah, you'll have 180
range?
degree range no matter what. It's just a matter of if you go to at some point when you're angling it, if you put it on the back and angle it forward, you will at some point be shooting over your other boats.
Wait.
Right, but that's why if we got one in the front, we got one in the back. We got full coverage without shooting at ourselves.
Yeah, one in the front, one in the back.
Okay, and for the ammunition, I assume you want to split 10 front, 10 back.
Yeah.
Keep track of that.
Okay.
Before we go, can I also pick up like a fermenting kit?
Yes.
Okay.
That'll run you. Let me check real quick to see if it's a thing. I'm going to say it's going to cost you just roughly 5 gold.
Okay. And then can I also set up fish drying racks while I'm building?
Yeah. No, that's easy to do. I'm not going to charge you for that.
Sweet.
And
So
if
we don't have to cook if we don't want to.
if that is all you want to do for your boat
Yes.
is complete.
Cool.
Though improvements and repairs take the next day and a half to do, because of the improved sales.
Mhm.
CB, are you dying?
I think the dog scared him.
And because you got the improved strut, your dog keeps interrupting me, and I don't appreciate this.
Sorry.
This isn't your show anymore, Paladin. This
Apparently.
is the dog show.
Apparently.
It won't let me.
It's okay. Things happen. Dogs are dogs. Because you improved the actual foundations of the ship itself and the wood of it, it took a little bit longer. But after about a day and a half, most people are gone and you are able to sail out of the bay.
Cool.
Is there anything you want to do before you go?
Say goodbye to my father and tell him I'm taking Bao Bao.
You go to see your father, and you go to deliver the news to him. As you go into your family home and look inside, you see that your father has a carabao with him.
Father, explain?
Oh, it came with a purchase.
What have you bought now?
He turns around and you see a binturong hanging off his back.
They're just giving away free animals?
They're just giving away, hold on, they're giving away binturongs and I didn't get a binturong?
It's trained.
I'm sorry. Oh, it's trained.
Mm-hmm.
That's a juggle.
To do what?
You see that his eyes widen and you realize that he doesn't know.
All right.
They just said it was a trained binturong.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Hey, bud.
It turns its head slowly to you.
Uh-huh.
Hey.
Hi. Do you have a name?
Hey. Nah.
Do you do anything?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Oh. I can hunt like small things.
Oh, small. And binturongs are large? Medium?
They're not too big, honestly. You could carry them in two hands and
Okay.
be fine typically. If you want like the actual size, it's a small beast.
Okay.
They are a bit dense, but you know, they're not huge.
Okay. Oh, you meant weight dense. Okay.
Yeah.
So you hunt small things. Do you do anything else?
Yeah.
What else do you do?
I hang around.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Well,
I can also do a backflip.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, father, put him down.
Your father like leans backwards and lets the binturong down.
It would make me really, really happy if you did a backflip right now.
The binturong stands up on its like two hind legs. It's like kind of when you see a red panda stand on its legs. It's not supposed to do that, but it's absolutely fucking adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Lowers its arms and it flips over and lands on its ass.
Father, that's what it's trained to do.
I can also grab fruit and cut up fruit.
It can also grab and cut up fruit.
I can also scare small children.
It can also scare small children. How much did you pay for this, Binturong?
Normally normally for a trained pet like this, maybe it costs like 20 gold, but because it's trained and it comes with a free carabao, it only costs 120.
Okay.
Hey, Pilar.
Yes, Father.
No, Pilar, like you, Latia.
Yes.
As DM, you know that offhand, a healthy, sturdy, well-trained carabao might run 100 gold.
Yeah.
They're a highly valued commodity.
Yeah.
Your
How
father
does this-
paid full price for a carabao and a binturong.
Yes. And how does this carabao look? This new carabao.
It looks confused.
Hey, buddy.
Which is kind of darting its eyes back and forth.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Huh?
Calm down. You're take care of my father, okay? This
What's
guy
a
here.
father?
This guy here. You see this guy who
Uh-huh.
bought you? Take care of him.
From what?
Himself.
How?
I will leave that up to you.
How?
You'll figure it out.
How?
And she just pats the carabao on the head. And the binturong. I'll write, Father.
Huh? Sorry, repeat that.
I said I'll write.
Okay, I'll be here with my new binturong.
Yeah, Father, you paid full price for both of these animals.
I know.
Okay, as long as you're aware, just make good choices while I'm gone.
Look, I have a little bit of a surplus, and the person, if they're trying to pull a grift, the person needed money. I felt bad.
And you've also got those boar pelts that you could sell if you want to, because I didn't.
Well, I figure I don't really have much. Some people, they have like things that people hand wove, things people like their children carved. I have your pelts, and I know that Poitok is going to need at least one for the kid.
Yeah, you're right. I give him an awkward hug.
He fully hugs you and lifts you a little bit off the ground.
Am I taller than my father?
Yes.
Impressive. All right.
You did a lot of good work here. You're vicious.
Well, when you hunt boar, you kind of have to be, otherwise they'll be vicious right back.
Oh, I know, but I assume you're just clever and you hunt, but no, it's good to know that you're so capable.
Thanks.
I love you.
Love you too.
He like shakes you back and forth, you're like sort of falling. I love you.
I love you too.
You feel him taking a few steps heading outside.
Why?
And Lally goes, I love my daughter!
Please put me down.
People are watching.
Please put me down.
He puts you down.
Like her face is like red at this point. And I pat him on the shoulder and I'll write when we get to Talunan.
I'll be here.
Are you sure you don't want the other boat?
Why would I need a boat? I'm fine here.
Okay.
Besides, I already have a new trade to work with, and I don't need a boat for that.
What now? That's not an answer.
It's not.
All right.
I just want to point out this man said he don't need a boat yet. You know, a couple of days ago he was just trying to buy a boat from a man I barely knew. But that's all. Continue.
That's my father. And I walk off.
Is there anything last minute you want to do?
I'll probably spend a little time with my daughter and the family. Maybe have a slightly less awkward family dinner. Who knows? But yeah, just a little family time before heading out.
Okay. You're able to have some time with your family. Gaeta is there as well, and it's a lot less intense than that first dinner. You know, things aren't truly resolved, but they're not so chemically charged for when you return. Manalo, is there anything you want to do last minute before you leave the island?
No. No, I mean, he has no tie to this place. He's already talked to Benoya. He is on the boat.
Okay.
If anything, he kind of has a moment with his own boat. I'm just kind of looking at him, just thinking about, you know, that being the first memory he has.
Do you want it attached to the main boat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. He surely does. Uh-oh.
Would have. Oh no.
She had said that she had to go very quickly.
Pilar would have made sure his boat was attached anyway. So.
Mm-hmm. With that in mind, the four of you set sail away from the island of Putawanan. The sun is starting to set by the time you're able to leave, and a few hours later, it's nightfall. The moon shines high over the water, and in the middle of the night, as you are all sleeping, you hear
Why?
and we're going to take a break.
No, though.
We'll be back in about 10 minutes, folks. Thank you for being here with us. And we'll return again in about 10 minutes. Stretch your legs, get some water, hydrate or dehydrate, and we'll be right here when you return.
Double Feature Month is almost over at BigBads.com. This month only, subscribe to get 2 Big Bads delivered to your doorstep. These boss monsters are ready to drop into your campaign, or to star in your next one-shot. Prepare for Exaxia, the spider-like Thorn Witch, along with a reprint of the very first Big Bad, Daniel, the flesh golem who just needs a hug. Subscribe at BigBads.com before May ends to get your hands on this Big Bad double feature.
Hey everybody, what's up?
Sorry, this is was that like and this is Lagaya. She can hit stuff too with passion.
Great, that's wonderful to hear.
We have 1 episode left, Paladin. You can kill my character. I fear no god.
Can you move a carabao?
No.
Roll 2 ones.
Wait! No! Hey!
Oh, wait, hold on. Well, I'm gonna go talk to you.
Hello, we are asking around to find the Datu. Would you be willing to assist us in this?
What?
I will pick up one end of the mast.
And I'll get the other.
Yeah, I gotta keep the cage though. And he just kind of dumps like 5 or 6 crabs onto the deck of your ship.
Good. I'll use the blood tent. I'm just gonna hold them.
Disappointed
Perfect.
dad vibes. No.
Absolutely.
Ever since that hunt weeks ago, you can breathe easy. You've done good. You've saved many. The world continues on, and your stories continue elsewhere. And that is what we'll call it for the year.
Hey, what's up? My name is Josh. You might know me from the super popular D&D actual play show called Tampo. And hey, who do I have with me today?
You have Paladin with you.
What are we doing here, Paladin? Why are we in the car together?
Well, you see, I'm fleeing Chicago.
Anyways, we're doing a road trip. And you might see some other familiar faces along the way. See y'all later. Hey everyone, we've made our first pit stop. As you can see, Paladin is asleep back there, but we've picked up a new friend.
Hi everyone. This was sprung on me quite suddenly. I don't really know what to do.
That's totally fair. But Paladin, he did tell you that he's paying us for this, right?
Hi everyone. I'm so happy to be here. Paladin, I thought you were sleeping. You were sleeping when you came to get me.
I awoke to a nightmare.
Thanks for catching up with us, and we'll see you next update.
What do you mean paid?
We're here to pick up the next person. Let's go.
Queen.
Knock, knock.
Hello.
What's up?
Rumple, come out.
Nope.
Nope, he's gone.
He said, nah, bitch, I don't want that.
He's gone.
Welcome to day 2 of our Tampo Scenic Lunar road trip. Here, we're just cruising through. I have no idea what state we're in right now.
I don't either. Hold on.
Don't let me navigate for you. Okay, this is the most important update. About 2 minutes ago, Latia and I saw some cows on the side of the highway.
Sure did.
And it was delightful. I've told everyone about this game that I used to play called Hey Cow, where when you're driving, if you see a cow, you roll down the window and you yell, Hey Cow.
And
If they look at you, you get points.
for the record, Josh wanted to roll down the window, but CB threatened to stab him with a pencil.
Yeah. I've been told in no uncertain terms that I have to keep the windows rolled up at all times. So we will be playing Stealth Hey Cow, and I expect to get 0 points.
Here, we'll show you the vastness of the planet. I think we're kind of riding the Missouri-Nebraska border or something like that. I don't know.
But wait, no, it's Florida Georgia Line. That's the name of the band.
No, Josh, no.
So, we're driving through the state of South Dakota. And if you've ever never been in the state of South Dakota, there are like 1,001 signs for this place called Wall Drug. There's one up here. Wall Drug. Anyways.
Wall drug is everything you need and everything you don't need.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. We made it into a little place just north of Billings last night. Super late. After some snowfall and some back roads, mountain passes. I don't know. Anyway, so we got a little. It's a little snowy today. But yeah, we're just chilling.
I'm feeling splendiferous. I'm
Excellent.
feeling amazing. I'm feeling caffeinated. I'm feeling my oats. I'm feeling alive. I'm feeling 22. I'm feeling,
Excellent. Hey, cow.
Hey, cow.
Hey! Hey, look at
It looked at you? You got a point. Hey, what's up, everyone? We have successfully made it through the Rocky Mountains thanks to some clutch driving, mostly from Latia. It was excellent. It was good driving. And we are now, we made it through also the state of Idaho and are successfully in the state of Washington. We decided to stop very quickly. We need to pick up dice. As you can see, Latia has dice. What you got there, CB? You got some dungeon tiles. Hell yeah. Very cool. And
Oh, hey, folks.
oh, hey. Hey, what's up? It's Michael Kritz. Hello there.
It's me, Michael Kritz.
Hello. Hey. Great to see you.
Just in my natural working environment, you know, just stocking things.
Lich Daddy.
Lich Daddy in the house. What's up?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Saki, did we make it? Did we arrive? I think we're here. Saki, hold up. Let me come around the corner. I'll. Hey, Saki, did we make it? To be fair, I think he's scared of his own shadow, so. We made it.
But
Booty, rocking every rock.
okay, hi, we're back. Were you not aware we were back when you started saying that?
No, I thought we had 2 more seconds. My bad.
No,
I can't count.
we were fully in when you said that.
I can't count. It's fine.
Wow, amazing.
Welcome back to Tampo, everybody. When we last left off, the party had just set sail away from Putawanan, and I had misspoke. Pilar,
Yeah, what up?
you In the middle of the night, when people are asleep and the boat is anchored down, you hear
I don't want to hear this. Am I asleep?
I don't know, but you open your eyes and you hear this.
Where does it sound like it's coming from?
You're not quite sure.
Cool. Can I
Isn't that
make
the best answer?
No, it's not the best answer. It is the not best answer. Okay, I'm gonna get up and try and follow it.
You hear it again, just the.
Is it coming from underneath the deck? Did someone stow away? Bless you.
Thank you. Can you make me a perception check?
Yeah, I'd love to. 15.
That is literally the first roll of the night.
It is.
Yes. You can hear it coming from outside of the ship, like on the walls to a little inner cabin.
Okay. So I'm gonna sneak out. And I'm gonna really quickly turn my head around the wall to see.
You see at the far edge, just around the corner of the exterior of the cabin, you see someone standing there, robed.
Okay.
Hunter.
Stranger.
From behind you, you turn your head and you see another robed figure at the other end of the corner, at the other corner.
No.
Or gatherer.
Can I help y'all?
Can you help you?
Okay, I can either help you nicely or not nicely. Why are you on my boat?
Is your arm strong enough, Pilar?
For what?
Are you strong enough for it? Tempered heart. Is your father a weakness to you?
I have literally nothing in my possession but my fists clench at my sides, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Do you think you get your strength from your father or your mother? Do you think they gave you enough?
What do you know about my mother?
You hear from inside the cabin, on opposite open way from you. You turn around, you see the bottom row, the bottom feet of someone standing behind a curtain behind you. Tell us, are you going to be okay?
I'm going to be fine.
On whose authority?
On mine.
Is it from your father or your mother?
What does that even mean?
We want to know, are you going to be strong enough? It's easy to be around animals. It's harder to be around people. It's a slippery slope to treat people like animals. When you kill next, is that person going to be like an animal to you? Or are you going to feel what you do?
People are people. Animals are animals.
They both die the same. Will you?
I'm gonna stomp up to this being.
Which one? Left, right, or behind you?
Left, right, or behind me.
You stomp up to the curtain, and I assume you open it?
Yeah.
As you open it, there's no one there. But to the left and right of you, there are people around the corner, and from behind you, at the curtain you just came from, you hear, tell us. Was it your mother or your father that taught you to treat people like beasts? We know. Do you?
My mother couldn't teach me anything.
Why do you think that is?
She like bristles at that. Like she knows what happened to her mother, but she bristles all the same, and she goes through the other curtain.
You open that curtain, and again, that person is gone. And again, left, right, and behind you, the people are there again. Do you think you're exempt from her lessons?
She had no lessons to teach me. She died.
What do you think she was before that?
I don't actually know. I don't actually know.
I'm aware.
I know you are. She was a woman. She was a wife.
No one is just one thing. No one is just a wife. No one is just a woman. Hunter, gatherer, survivor, daughter, killer, murderer. Is this all that you are?
Is this all that you are? And I run to the other curtain again.
You open it, and there is a person standing your height. And despite being just inches away from them, you can't see their face. You can see hands and limbs beneath this robe resting against the wind, but you don't see a face. You know nothing about what we are. We are not in question. You are. Are you going to be strong enough?
We'll
or will
see,
you
won't
be
we?
empty too?
We'll see, won't we?
Will we?
We will.
What gives you sight?
My eyes.
Poor wording. Let's hope your actions are better. Die.
Hey now.
You, in the middle of the night, when no one is awake, hear
Not now, Gaita, please.
About to get a booty call.
No, she's married.
About to get a polyamorous booty call.
you hear the knocking still.
Get up, walk over, open the door.
Do you think wrongdoing is absolved?
Like, hypothetically, or?
Do you think you are absolved?
No.
Why?
We're responsible for the things that we've done.
And what have you done?
A great many things, but who am I talking to?
You hear footsteps outside of the cabin. Does it matter who you're talking to?
Well, sure, I only share the personal details of my life with certain types of people, mainly ones I know.
Is it still personal when it's the death of others?
I mean,
Your wife forgave. Did the others you let down?
I suppose you should ask them.
What if we already have?
Please let me know.
You seem unbothered.
I'm trying to learn that I can't change the past.
Should it not affect your future?
It does.
How so?
When you feel responsible, it changes the way you think about your actions, changes the way you interact with people. It changes almost everything about how you interact with others, about how you simply act and think.
A light appears behind you. You see a hooded figure there, holding the lantern. They walk towards you slowly, kneel down. We're going to need you.
Who in particular?
It turns its head over to the rest of your sleeping companions.
Fair. Figured.
They'll need you first. And then the empty ones.
We'll see how we're feeling when we get there, I think.
It's not just action that kills, is it?
No.
It's inaction as well.
And failure to act in the right way. Acting in the wrong way. There's many things that kill.
Yes. But are you going to let them die when they did nothing wrong? Through action or inaction? A great many are going to need your help.
I feel like you know the answer to this question already.
We know every answer to every question.
And so you're just asking them for fun?
We want to be certain.
Of?
You.
Well, if I find any certainty, I'll let you know.
You see a smile. Manalo. You wake up and the air is hot.
Hot, uncomfortable, hot, breathing in.
Uncomfortable hot.
No. I do not believe we are close to a volcano. I would much appreciate it if the wind could blow colder.
You hear this rhythmic speaking coming from outside of the cabin.
Does it sound like the workers are awake, or
everyone currently that you can see is asleep?
What does the chanting sound like?
Can you make me a perception check?
I will guidance myself. D4, pick up. There we go. Oh yeah. That plus Mathiana, 25.
25?
Yes.
It's said by 3 people at once. It's hard to make out the words. What languages do you speak?
Sorry, 1 second. I speak 6 languages. You're welcome. I speak a good old language called FU. No, I speak Common, Abyssal, and Thieves' Camp.
You don't know the words they're saying, but they keep repeating them over and over.
I think we have a stowaway. I am not the owner of the ship, but I can go deal with it if you want me to. You could tell that they're still trying to go back to sleep.
Your senses start to waken up as you try and go back to sleep. You don't feel anyone's presence.
Perhaps this is, well, maybe the 3 of them have learned a new spell. And I will.
No one.
I will. The 3 of them means he's thinking Dai, Gaita, and Pilar.
Okay.
He will crawl out of his little bed thing and head out. I believe it is too early for this, as he's walking out of the area.
As you step outside, you feel the bodies of 3 figures in robes hovering in the air, pierced through with large serpent fangs.
The bodies are pierced through with serpent fangs.
1 fang each.
Mm.
You can feel their blood going down the fang into the sea. And it's them who are chanting.
The dead bodies, or just the bodies that are pierced?
The bodies that are pierced.
What is this?
They all stop, and you can feel their heads lift up and look at you.
Can you answer me?
We have trespassed.
I do not think you are crew members of the ship, so by technical definition, yes, you have trespassed.
We weren't allowed here. Manalo. Manalo.
I do not understand why you would be allowed here.
We are permitted to walk. We are not permitted freedom from pain. Not from her. Manalo.
From who? I do not understand.
You are playing her game. She brought you back. She helped bring you back.
Who is she? Who is her?
Even now she kills us. Even now we are brought lower. You are made to be a trick.
I do not understand. Who is her?
Hero, thief. Father, legend. You are made to be a weapon.
A weapon for what? You are not making sense to me.
She is envious. She is guarded. She wants war. She wants emptiness. Hero, trickster, legend, father. Manalo. Can you remember?
I'm sorry. I do not. I don't know what you speak of.
Manalo. 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 She who traps us. Don't play her game. You need to recall. You need to break the promise. You need to remember. Manalo.
You have not said who she is. I cannot know what you speak of if I do not have a name.
You feel the fangs rise slightly higher, pushing the bodies deeper on them. She who is covetous. She who desires and eats. She who is pain. She who is uncontrolled. This is her game. This is her game. She brings an emptiness. Hero. Trickster. Thief. Father. Husband. Remember what you are. All of what you were. They shout the word remember one last time.
Remember who you are.
And for an instant, you see the sky red. You see no ocean beneath you.
I'm asking very specifically, are you saying those words with intent?
I'm saying you see.
Okay.
You see a world of scales and blood. And you see 3 bodies disappear beneath the waves.
You scales as in like a reptile scales, not like
Yes.
Libra. Okay.
Reptile scales.
What does that mean at all to Manalo? Does he?
Can you make me a wisdom check?
I surely can. Can I guidance this check?
You cannot.
Okay, 1 second. Oh, Lord in heaven. Okay, dice don't fail me now. I swear to God, I'm taking a picture of this.
What'd you get?
Natural 20.
All right.
I swear to God, picture's happening.
You remember this sight. You remember being deep beneath the waves, covered in miles of water, and still able to breathe. You remember ships. You remember hundreds upon hundreds of ships broken and decaying on the ocean floor.
1 second. Okay.
And as you see this, you hear a familiar voice somehow saying, "Go back to sleep."
Familiar as in?
You've heard it before. Pilar, you wake up.
Cool.
It's morning. The sun is shining. One of the workers is already cooking breakfast.
I'm gonna say that because their names are so similar and I would do this, that it is Dahan.
Dahan?
Dahan is cooking breakfast.
Dahan looks over at you, crouching. They smile, big smile, this big black coyote smile. Hello.
Morning.
Sleep okay?
No. First night, new boat.
Oh, I remember that feeling. It's a shitty feeling.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah. Well, I have fish and rice, and also we managed to find a bunch of mangoes. So I can cut up a mango for you.
Where did you find mangoes?
Oh, one of the compartments.
Oh, I'm like, where did these mystical sea mangoes come from?
Well, you didn't tell us where anything was, so we had to go looking.
My bad.
But fish, mango, rice. Hungry?
Yes. Is anybody else awake?
Yeah, the other two are already setting the sails, prepping the boats. If you want everybody else up, that'd be just fine with me.
Okay. You're a cool person, Dahan.
What does that mean?
It means you're a cool person.
Is that good?
Yes.
All right, I'm a cool person.
Yeah, I'll go. Everybody is in their own separate compartments and such. I'll go wake everybody up.
Who do you wake up first?
I
was already awake.
I go to wake you up and I'm like, good morning.
Good morning. Did you sleep well?
Not really.
Neither did I. We'll have to chat over breakfast, I guess. I don't know.
There's fish and mango and rice.
Oh, good. Very good. I could get used to having people make breakfast for me.
I go, I nod and I turn away and I go wake up Manalo.
Manalo's covered in sweat.
Great minds think alike. I'm about to say he is sweating.
Which is disturbing because crocodiles don't have sweat glands.
Yeah. So I put my hand on him and shake him gently and my hand comes away wet and I'm like, Manalo.
Oh, sorry. I believe we might have traveled too close to a volcano. It is very hot.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you went for a morning swim. You're soaked.
I do not know.
Manalo, something feels weird. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
I can't.
Sorry.
I can't.
You can't? How come?
I can't because the Bible said that Manala don't do that lations. That's why. That's 10.
10? You feel nauseous.
Does he also feel warm?
No, he feels normal temperature. He just covered in sweat.
Are you okay?
I had a bad dream. I'm sorry. Did you need something from me? I can row the boat, though I don't know how to.
No. Manalo, just lay there, okay?
Oh, I will be fine.
You don't look fine.
I never look fine. I'm an Umana god. Oh.
Okay.
Can we say that I am also present?
Yes.
And can I attempt some kind of medicine check or something to see if I have any idea if there's something ailing Manalo?
Go for it. Manalo, there's something wrong. You feel something at the fringes of your senses. Just something is off. There's a lot coming at you right now.
If you all would not mind, and I could kind of push out just to get space.
It's an 11 on my wisdom medicine check.
11. You've seen people like this before. people typically act like this when they're either seasick, if they've hit heat stroke, or if they're hitting sensory overload. From how bad it's hitting Manalo, you're pretty sure Manalo's hitting all three.
Okay, I think you should drink a little water, and let's find you a nice, comfortable place to sit down and rest.
Is the sun out?
It is.
Okay.
Manalo, could you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Jesus, no.
And then can I step outside of the curtained area? Is it warmer inside the curtained area than it is outside?
No, with how the curtains are, air travels freely through it.
Okay.
Sorry, there's something in my eye.
No worries.
Con saving. Okay.
What'd you get?
The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away.
Sounds like a natural one.
Surely was.
Sucks to suck.
Jesus.
Well, that's harsh.
Should have used that other one.
You're going to be nauseous for the next hour or so, Manalo. You just got hit real hard by three things all at once. But about halfway through recovery, and by the time you are able to get over this, you realize you're sensing more than you should. Your blind sense has extended out 15 feet additionally.
Does his head actually do that?
Yeah, actually, kinda. Yeah. I mean, it depends on how long y'all are around him. I think eventually when it gets later, he just realizes he calls out to Dai, who might be doing something, and he kind of realizes Dai's farther than he should have been able to perceive.
Takes a little bit of adjusting to, but once you get over your nausea, it's fine. You just can sense farther out.
That is strange. I have to get used to that.
Sorry, what's strange?
Yeah, I say that too as I'm walking in with a plate of fish and mango and rice. Or a serving of fish and mango and rice.
Fine, it's all covered with mangoes. When I woke up, I could hear a lot better. I could smell. I could feel more acutely. I could taste even the most minute of flavors, but it would appear that the other sense was taken from me. There's also any ding ding on the gold mask that is on his face. That might be a prime factor in that, but even past that, I know that if it were to go, I would not be able to perceive through my eyes. Usually I am good at feeling out what's around me. I feel that reach extended for some reason. Perhaps it is my curse. And his voice just kind of trails.
Pilar, could you make me a perception check?
Yeah, I sure can. I also might if this does not solve the question that I had, I might ask you to make another one. That's another 15.
Another 15? When Manalo dun 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 against the mask, you look at it and something catches your eye.
Yeah.
You know that the mask is physically attached, but not physically part of Manalo.
Mm-hmm.
But where scale meets mask, some of the scales have turned a little gold.
So I'm gonna set the serving of food down, like in front of Manalo, if not directly into his hands, because I was bringing it to him. And I'm going to ask the question that no one has asked for 5 episodes. Manalo, why? Forgive me if this is a rude question. But where did this mask come from, and why don't you take it off?
And that is where we're going to end the episode.
Oh, rude.
That's a cliffhanger question.
Jail for Paladin.
I saw Paladin's finger go up and I was like, don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Can't stop me. What up?
See, that's not what I thought the finger was for. I thought he was going to be like, you should already know why the mask. And I'm just like, no, this is
I just
worse.
assumed he was going to end the episode there.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you for being here for Tampo episode 5. I have been your DM of the evening, HD Paladin. Unfortunately, someone goofed in Lucia's apartment, and so she couldn't be here for the rest of the evening.
Her apartment building, not her apartment.
Not her apartment. Apartment building. She's fine. But you can find her at SeerSword on Twitter.com. She sells handmade TTRPG stuff, including dice and dice bags and candles as of late, as well as some really sick pins. You can find her website at SeerSword.com. And again, Twitter and Instagram at SeerSword. Let's throw it over to Josh.
Hello, my name is Josh. You can find me on all social media platforms at Joshua M. Simons. That's my name. I am a freelance tabletop game designer. I am a variety streamer on my own Twitch channel. It's the same, Joshua M. Simons, and just take the M away. It's been misplaced. If you find it, let me know.
Keep it.
Got some fun stuff coming up. And the last thing that I do is I am the assistant director of ambassadors at Jasper's Game Day. It's a nonprofit using tabletop gaming for the cause of suicide prevention. That's what we do. It's a good time. I've got some cool things coming up, some that I can't talk about yet. So just follow me on Twitter and you'll hear about all the exciting things. I'm going to toss it to Latia.
Oh boy. Hi, everybody. It's me, your girl, Latia Jackies, at Latia Jackies, everywhere that I can be found, except for the places where I can't. I am the community relations coordinator for Monty Cook Games, and we've got some really cool stuff coming down the pipeline. So you should follow me, or you should follow us at Monty Cook Games to get in on all that good info. I'm also cast member of Rivals of Waterdeep, which you can catch on Sundays at noon Central, 10 a.m. Pacific at twitch.tv/Rivals of Waterdeep. I'm also a variety streamer where I stream on my own channel on Wednesdays and Fridays from 8 p.m. to midnight. And tonight from 10 p.m. to midnight, because it is the Friday night wind down and I feel like being eaten by some dinosaurs. So we're going to play Ark. And all the other cool things that I have going on, just hop on over to my Twitter where I tweet entirely too much and hang out. Take it away, CB.
Hello. I have been Manalo, your very confused crocodile boy warlock thing. I don't know. And I've also been DJ Q Cumber. And today was a lot of fun. You can catch me everywhere at Critical Bard across all social media channels. I do lots of stuff. There's something I can't wait to announce this week. No, not necessarily this week, technically next week. I can't wait to announce it next week. It's going to be really cool. If you go to YouTube, you can go to Penny Arcade and catch my most recent one shot that I did as one of the newest CT members of Newest CT members of Acquisitions Incorporated. It's been a lot of fun. What else? I feel like I'm missing something very important. Lots of things that are happening. Just take a look at my socials. Signing some contracts, so I can't really talk about it just yet, but you'll be able to hear about them really soon. I also will be streaming tonight in literally 15 minutes because I was going to stream earlier and I didn't because I got busy.
Now
We're going to continue.
choose between me and CB.
You don't have to choose at all. You can have both of us up, or honestly, watch Latia. But I'll be playing Control, which is a somewhat psychological horror game. It's a lot of fun. That's me. That's what we do.
I fucking love Control. It's one of my favorite games. So good. So good. Hello, I am Paladin, otherwise known as HD Paladin. I've been your DM of the evening. I'm a TTRPG content creator. Boy, howdy, do I do way too much. I got a Kickstarter coming out soon for a book of spells called Incantations. I was a co-director for the Anticina Una that Sears Sword was director of. And yeah, I got a Patreon now where I put my writings. If you want to go check that out, it's just HD Paladin.
Heck yeah.
And this has been a really, really nice topping to my birthday.
Yay!
There's
birthday!
nothing I would rather be doing than DMing on my birthday.
Happy bappy.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh my god. Anyways, we'll be here next week, and thank you all for watching. Bye.
We're gonna go hang out.